dropping off grades. They just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From the way I pick it up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump when it ain't not fun.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Now, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. First and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll run again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Smith will come in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They are going for it. Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
To the air, Penix. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Penix working out of the gun here. And complete once again to Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Second down in the yard. A play fake. Now Penix. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 31 yards there and a 1st down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Dancing to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll throw with Penix. And complete to Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Penix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Penix. And that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Eagles at 7-5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Come 19.
And Walker once more. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. To throw again is Penix. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Love. It's caught. Mitchell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air, Penix.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 62 yards. And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A play fake. Now Penix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Love.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Love.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's got room at the 30.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss.
INTS is nasty.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to make it a two-score game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
To throw now, here's Love. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Wiggles free. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Down to the 10.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
51 yards.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 6.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I seen real